Welcome to the OHL Fanboys podcast from the MasterCard Memorial Cup in Windsor, Ontario, the WFCU Center. I'm Steve McLean. With me is Brian Thompson for our preview show. Unaccredited, as usual. We don't change. We're not that big. So we're finally here. The day has come. Well, tomorrow. It's the eve of the Memorial Cup.
It is. Fans we've seen coming from Kootenay, Calgary, all across both. I haven't seen any Q fans.
They'll be here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Flights are expensive, man.
Well, I'd imagine Sea Dogs fans will be here. They play tomorrow night against the Spits.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's been a
Finally get to play, buddy.
The last time I was here was the last time you guys played a game.
Yeah.
Well, at least at home.
Yeah, you are the Spitfire's cancer.
Well, I've seen death of a lot of teams over the years.
Yeah.
So, I didn't see this. Honestly, though, as a Spits fan, what do you think your guys' chances are? Because honestly, I don't think you're going to be that bad. Okay, Windsor came in through the back door, so as usual, you know, everyone
Sexual
goes.
preference has nothing to do with it.
They're the weak link, right? Like, usually there's one Memorial Cup, or at a Memorial Cup, there's always like that one team that's the favorite, and the other team where people figure, oh, they'll go 0-3. Naturally, people are going to think it's the Spitfires, but I don't think they're going to do that bad. They might go 1-3, but I think they're going to be competitive.
My whole thing going into this tournament was do not be London 2014. All I did for 3 years have been making London 2014 jokes. You guys hosted the Memorial Cup. You guys are the worst fucking Memorial Cup team ever. And now, like a sword of Damocles that is hanging over our head, will we be the worst Memorial Cup team of all time? And I'm starting to think, yeah, the layoff's too long, 3 league champs that are strong as fuck, not since I think last year had 3, but since Saskatoon, 3 really strong league champions. But here's where I think the Spits have a chance. They've been having guest speakers come in lately to talk to them, and they had Eric Wellwood come in. They had Harry Young come in, and I'm like, yeah. And I heard the 3 syllables that fucking hurt my ears every time. DJ Smith.
He came in?
DJ Smith came in.
Oh, well, that helps.
Anytime he can talk, anytime he's the best OHL coach of all time, in my opinion. And that guy.
High praise.
It is. I have nothing but utmost faith in the guy.
There's stuff going on. They're setting up here. That's why we keep looking around. So,
Making sure Virginia's intact.
Yes.
But I have faith because of DJ Smith helping out, Hoopers in town. There's a lot of guys in town who are here to help. And that's a home team advantage. You got home ice counts for fucking something.
It sounds like they've managed to sell most tickets, but I don't think it's a sellout.
No. Okay. Like, let's get Joe Blow off the street. You have $100 to spend on a team that bowed out in the first round. You can stick the once in a lifetime thing all you want. You can stick the, first time hosting in 34 years or whatever it is, 36 years. That's $100 to see a team that bowed out in the first round. Bullshit!
I paid $90 for the final in London. Now it was in the upper bowl, but to me those are better
I don't want to
seats.
start this off on a negative note, man,
No.
but this is the most for-profit Memorial Cup I've ever heard of. This is my first one I'm attending, but heard of. There is nothing natural or organic about this anymore. It just seems to be like,
We got the highway there.
I'm gonna be in a good mood.
Brian's had a bad day, folks.
Oh my god.
It's been the Memorial Cup.
Irrelevant, man. We got 2 OHL teams to finally talk about.
Okay, the Erie Otters. This is the first time we've talked.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've talked. The Erie Otters are the 2017 OHL champions. Like, kudos to them.
And they won in overtime.
They did. They beat Mississauga in overtime.
How many overtime winners they are? I think Windsor was the last one with 9.
Oh, and sound.
right.
Oh, they are the first since Owen Sound.
That's still 6 years.
That's technically, I mean, people can say London in 2013.
No.
Yeah. There's been a couple of close ones like that lately. Wells was close too, but yes, they are the first to win it in overtime since Owen Sound. So kudos to the Erie Otters. They've gone through a lot in that 15 years since their last OHL title. They sucked for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like...
Rebuilds aren't supposed to take that long.
Biblically bad. And yeah, eventually they had Connor McDavid out of it, but then they've had this 4-year amazing run where they've won 50 games at least every year. Conference finals twice, OHL finals twice, but they had no championships to show for it, no Memorial Cups. They had to, and you know what, like, kudos to the Mississauga Steelheads. I know it was only 5 games, but they did pretty good for themselves. I think a lot better than most people would have expected. I mean, I thought they were good. Okay, apparently Brian doesn't have much.
Sucks, man.
Brian
When
doesn't
you
have
play
much
nothing but
say.
shit competition, it's going to have a hard
Mississauga,
time showing
it
up.
looked like for sure Mississauga was going to win Game 5.
I didn't get to see it, so I'll just say no way.
Okay, Brian didn't watch that game. I did. Mississauga, kudos on a fantastic run, and they should be good next year, so we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully.
But this is Erie's, this is their last kick of the can, right? Like, they're going to have to finally, they're not going to be terrible.
But they're not going to be here.
They're not going to be here next year in
No.
Regina. So, you know, this is their last chance. They got to go for elsewhere. St. John Sea Dogs, they went 16-2 in the Q playoffs.
That's the team to beat.
It sounds like it's the team to beat.
And what they do 6 years ago, they showed up in Ontario and they lost one game, but they barnstormed.
But that one game they lost, they had already clinched their spot in the final.
And
They rested a bunch of guys,
Yeah.
and they still only lost in overtime to a Kootenai team that they never had to see again. So we'll see. I mean, it sounds like St. John is the team that most people are picking.
Yeah, and it's hard not to.
It is very hard not to.
Are you picking them?
You know what? It's so tough to tell these tournaments, all the one-game playoffs. And, I mean, if it was a series, I would for sure pick St. John. But in the end, I'm gonna go with the majority. I think St. John wins this whole thing.
Do they go undefeated?
No, I think they lose one round-robin game, but they still get the bye to the finals. We're gonna see a tiebreaker.
I believe we're going to have a tiebreaker too.
Coming into this tournament, I mean, I've been to a few of these Memorial Cups now, and I would say the best actual hockey I saw was in Saskatoon in 2013. But the best games that I saw were in Quebec City, if that makes any sense. The best prospects, the best, most skilled hockey was in Saskatoon. Quebec City had some great games. Last year, no, not so much. Like the final with London and Bruin-Noranda last year was pretty good.
Yeah.
But beyond that, the rest of the tournament was not that good. As far as on the ice was concerned, I had a fun time out there. So I'm looking forward. Hopefully, we get a really good tournament out of this one. It starts tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the Seattle Thunderbirds.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting Seattle to pull out of the series. I really wasn't.
Another overtime winner.
Yep, 2-3.
So yeah, they had to win 3 games in overtime.
Yep.
That's insane. Like, and people are kind of calling
With their backup goalie all playoffs.
Yeah, they were a 16-year-old. You're not going to go against that now. That's insane.
That's what Steve said to me in high school.
Even on video. See, you don't see my reactions. Like when Brian puts me down on the podcast normally, you just kind of hear me go, ugh.
Belly laugh.
But now you actually see the reaction, and it's hella close. Anyway, this is just a short preview show, so we'll wrap things up now. But Brian, you know, you asked me, I said I think St. John wins. I think they're going to beat Windsor in the final. What do you think?
You think Windsor's getting to the final?
I have a feeling that Windsor's going to do good here.
Explain how Windsor's getting to the final.
It's going to be a tough road, no doubt. But
Are they going 2-1 into the semis, or are they how does Windsor get to the final?
I think Windsor goes 1-2. They win the tiebreaker, win the semi, get to the final, but then that's just going to be too much against the Sea Dogs.
I literally had the same fucking thing.
Really?
With Erie in the semifinal and Seattle in the tiebreaker.
So
I got Windsor winning.
So we have the same final, but you pick Windsor to win. From the tiebreaker again?
Yeah.
Like 2009.
They're not going to go 0-2. They'll beat Seattle twice.
So they're going to beat Seattle. That's their second game. Okay,
Yeah.
so they won't go 0-2.
They'll beat Seattle twice.
Shawinigan did it for the tiebreaker a couple of years later, but they weren't 0-2.
Right.
Windsor's still the only team to go 0-2. Anyway, so we both have the same final. He's saying Windsor's going to win.
It's
I'm
got to
saying
be
St.
Windsor. I spent way too much fucking money to watch fucking any other team lift this goddamn thing.
That being said,
$632
for you,
for me.
$672 for me.
Why would I charge you less?
I'm not saying you had to charge me less.
Why would I even break even with you? I'm grateful, Rick.
Anyway, as we've advertised, we're going to be here every day when there's games on. We're going to be doing live shows. We're going to have guests.
We got awesome fucking guests.
Yeah.
I'm not like Trump saying that. I mean it. We have awesome fucking guests.
We've been pimping the Memorial Cup fan breakfast for months now. So that is this Sunday, and our guest tomorrow to kick off the tournament is for that. Julie Kingsbury and Kim Thomas, better known as Santa, the head of the Junior Hockey Junkies. They're going to be on the show tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the CHL fan breakfast. It's going to be down at the Legion, branch 255 on Sunday morning. Doors open at 9:30. It's going to be everything gets kickstarted at 10. It's $20 to get in if you want to be part of the breakfast now.
$25 if you want syrup.
The Memorial Cup is going to be there. You don't have to be in the breakfast to see the Memorial Cup, but you do have to pay a $5 entry for that, and you could be in on the raffle. So even if you're not at the breakfast, but we encourage you to join the breakfast as well.
You need your breakfast.
But you can show up. You can buy raffle tickets. We got tons of jerseys.
When did this turn to a sales pitch?
Hey, it's trying, folks. This is what I've had to deal with for 3 years. Anyway, so tomorrow's show, Julie Kingsbury and Kim Santa Thomas talking Memorial Cup CHL breakfast. Until tomorrow for the opener, Windsor Spitfires and the St. John Sea Dogs from the 99th MasterCard Memorial Cup here at the WFCU Center. For Brian Thompson, I'm Steve McLean. See you tomorrow, everybody.
Welcome to Windsor.